Okay, good afternoon all. Yes, but yeah. Okay, last day we discussed about some statements that some functions of Excel worksheets. Okay, that can be taken. We discuss about how mainly I recap how we can use the function normally like what count, min, max, sum, like previously we discussed in the last years. So I will continue from that one. So here you should be know about the next thing, the if function. We are writing the formula of the if function. Did you remember? Okay, there are only one people there, other is that one. Did you remember how to go with the if function? How to write with the function? There should be have a condition. Okay, within the if function, there should be have a proper condition. Okay, that means there should be working with what? If first of all, they are having a logical test. If marks greater than 50, like that, there should be have a logical test. If the test, that logical test is true, what happens? If the logical test is true, you can take, it should be show this function. If greater than 50, you can say there should be pass. Otherwise, it is not true. It should be fail. Like that one here, you can what? Like here, if you can write if what? Equal if you can take marks greater than 50. If greater than 50, what should be the first one? Within brackets, okay? Square bracket. Square bracket, you can put what? You can put pass greater than 50. Otherwise, you can put fail. You can put pass one time. Otherwise, you can take fail. Like that one, you can write. And finally, close the bracket. Okay. Like that one, you can write there. Here the syntax for what? If statement. Here the syntax. Yeah, like that you can write there. Okay, so they are having two parameters. Normally we are telling if function is a bracket are known as the parameters. Okay, the values passed to if function in the brackets are known as the parameters. It's separated by the commas. Okay, write down there. The values passed to the value passed to the if function in the brackets. The values passed to the value passed to the if function in the brackets. If function in the brackets are known as are known as if function in the brackets are known as parameters are known as parameters and are separated by commas and are separated by commas. The values passed to the if function in the brackets are known as parameters and are separated by commas and are separated by commas. Okay, so parameters are item of information that we wanted to use in a function. Normally, the parameters are what? Normally write the item of information that we wanted to use in the function. Okay, parameters are just what? Information that we wanted to use in the function. So these parameters can be numbers. It can be numbers like greater than 50, something like that. It can be text. It would, yes, like that. It can be self-reference. So another function like nested formula. Okay, they are having. Okay, write down that one. These parameters can be numbers, text, self-reference. So another function like nested formula. Write down that one. These parameters can be numbers. These parameters can be numbers, text, cell references. These parameters can be numbers, text, cell references, or another function like in nested formula, or another function like in nested formula. Okay, if there are parameters like with the text, okay, the parameters can be numbers, text, cell references, or another function like in the nested formula. Function like in the nested formula. So keep in mind, notice there, if the parameter is text, it should be mentioned between the inverted comma. It should be mentioned between inverted comma like that. Okay. If the parameter is text, it should be mentioned within the inverted comma. Keep in mind that one. Okay. If the parameter text, it should be mentioned between the inverted comma. Okay. Actually, double quotation. Yes. Like this. Okay. We will more about this when we doing if statement with the practicals. Okay. Next day we will do some practicals. According to that, we can but mention that one. Okay. According to above example. Okay. According to this example, you can say in Marcus case. What is Marcus case? What is that? It would be three parameters passed to the if function would be. What is that? They are having three parameters that pass with the if function. There are three parameters that pass with the if function. What is the hash moods? Yes. If the hash moods, yes. What can be? He can play. It can be. He can play football. Hash moods, yes. He can play football. Otherwise, he cannot play football. He cannot play football. The Marcus case, there are three parameters pass to if function would be what? He has boots, yes. Otherwise, he can play football. Otherwise, he cannot play football. Like Okay, can you write this part? There are three parameters. What are they? The Marcus case. There are three parameters. First if function would be has moods. Yes, it is first parameter. That's the condition. Actually, what is this? This is condition. No need to write this one. I just tell. Here he can play football. That is if true condition. What is the parameter? And here, if this false, should be like this. Okay, these are the parameters. There are three parameters like that. Condition, true and false. Condition, true and false. Okay, right there. Take time and write. Okay, like that one, you can write. Okay, clear? Okay, here the output. You can say the player name. You can say here the what? Yes, because here the outcome. Yes, on condition. Here the outcome. Okay, like that one, you can write. Okay, you can write this one. Write this box. No need to write all. Write A, B, C, and this box. Okay. According to that one, you can get idea. What is the A, B, C? A1 shell player name has woods outcome. According to A, what is the condition markers? If it is has woods, he can play. Yes, he can play football. Okay. Column A shows what? Player information like markers or something like that. Column B, play what? Player has their boots or not. According to that, column C, you have to write what if condition. Here should be mentioned if condition. According to condition that can be shown, can play or not. When you are doing practical, you can clearly identify that one. No worries. Just write these books A, B, C, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Only these three. According to that, what should be there? Column A shows, write this also. Column A shows the player information. For example, in shell A2, what is markers? If you enter another player, you can take like that. Column B shows if the player has their boots. Column B, there are mentioned has their boots, yes or no. Okay, column C display if the hash boots, it can play football. If they has not, if there are no boots, you can he cannot play football like that. There should be sorry. Okay. So we have to do according to that one. We will see how to do that one. Okay. First of all, write this two. Here the condition table. According to that, here the output. Here the output for that. Sorry. Here the output. Upper side there how output for that one. Okay. No need to write that. See. Okay. Write this. Here the definition. what actually doing there. Okay, write this through quickly. Yes, I will give it. Okay, right. Okay, you should be have idea. There's a place name according to here the if it is yes or no, you have to decide that one. If it is yes, you can play football. Otherwise, you can't play football. Like that one, they are having a conditions. Okay. So column A shows the play information. For example, you can see the name of the player. Column B shows the player has their boots or not. Yes or no. Column C, there are mentioned he can or cannot play football according to that. Okay, I think you got the point. Okay, here the options formula editing. Here the way you have to enter that formula. Okay, so they are having steps. Okay, normally you have to follow the step below. What are the steps? First of all, you have to click on formula on the main menu. In the main menu, you can see in the main menu, they are having an option called formula here. You can see in the main menu, they are having an option called formula. You have to click that one. After that one, under the formula editing, under formula editing section, you can click on the show formula, depend on the size of your spreadsheet window. You might be not see complete fair. Okay, because they are having instead. Okay, write down under this one. That's enough. Okay, can you write down these two? One and two. First of all, here the main two steps. Okay, when you do practical, no issue, don't worry. Okay, when you do practical, you can get idea. First of all, click on the formula on the main menu tab. After that one, you can under the formula editing section, click on the show formula, depending on the size of your spreadsheet window. Okay, right there, you can get the idea. Okay, write down these are the main parts that you have to follow up. Okay, first of all, you have to click on the main menu tab, and under the formula entity, you have to click on the show formula, depending size of the spreadsheet window. According to that, they are showing the outcome like this. According to that, they are having shows the outcome like this. Like here the player name and sports outcome. Okay, here the program you have to type in like this. Here the program you have to type like this. You can edit, otherwise you have to type like this. B2, what is there? B2 this shell. If it is yes, you it should be. If it is B2 is yes, look at it. If B2 is yes, if B2 is yes, what the output? Can play football. Otherwise, cannot play football. If there are any other word, not yes. If there are any other word, no, none, any mistake, YSO, anything other, it should be display cannot play football. Okay, it should be yes. If it is yes, can play football, otherwise cannot play football. Okay, you finish it right in this or no? You finished? Okay, follow this step. First of all, you have to click on the formula, and next, under the formula editing section, click on the show formula, depend on the size your spreadsheet window. Okay. Okay, after that one, write down this, only this thing, the box one. Okay, A, B, C, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Under that one, here the main important is the formula. So you have to write like this. Most important is the formula. You have to write like that. Okay, can you write quickly? Okay, right there. Okay, like that. Here the formula auditing. According to that, you have to work. Okay, so I think it's times up for today. Okay, so at home, please write down this thing at home. Okay, here the things. What are they? If B1 yes, can play football, cannot play football. Okay, the parameters are B1 yes. This is condition which result in the either yes or no. That is the condition. Here, the first thing can play football. This is the option. Marcus has his boots. If Marcus has boots, he can play. Cannot play football. This is option. His Marcus does not have the football. Okay, like that one, please write down this thing at home. This is a homework for you. Okay, so I will wind down the session for today because it's time's up and we have to leave. Okay, so we will discuss further things later on next day. Okay, so thank you very much for coming. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, good afternoon all. See you next day.